Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey, family, how's everybody doing? What's going on? You're buffering. Go out and come on back on in. That's what you got to do. You guys, today is Wednesday, and there's a couple of things we're going to talk about. Let's talk about some of the updates first. And if you guys want to talk about, we're going to talk about Shanquella case. I was reading the comments. Some of them is like, we're going to go over maybe about 5 of the comments. But let me tell you about some of the updates that's coming up. There is some activity on the Tyrese Gibson case. They went to court, you guys. I'm going to just share it with you because these are cases that we follow no matter what's going on, and we keep them moving. You know what I'm saying? And Tyrese is a child that we have adopted, and we worked on that case for at least, I think, straight 3, every Tuesday, Tyrese Tuesdays. And so they went to court and they got another continuance. But let me tell you why they got another continuance. They got another continuance because there is a witness. I know. And so the witness is not on the prosecutor side. The Miss Philly G said, oh, yes, the witness is on the defense side. Okay. On the Tyrese case, Tyrese Gibson, the boy that's still missing in Texas. can't remember the little town, Jacksonville, Texas or whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hey, Freddie, how you doing? Soldier Girl, Tina Powers, Katrina, Woke the God. Gloria says, shut the front door. So here's something else in that case that I need you guys to know, because we follow it, and I'm only telling you what was told to me. The witness is actually in the federal penitentiary. Okay. We are Cody's voice. Lukewarm Brown Sugar is in the building. How you doing? Riviera, how you doing? Welcome. Come on in. She says your hair is brown. My hair is brown. My hair it changes color in the sun. Probably because I do too much chemicals and stuff. It's brown. It's actually like a 1B, like a 1B, 2B. It goes from dark brown to a lighter brown to a reddish brown. And, it do what it do. How are you doing, Shell? D-Diva, what's going on with you? Cynthia, how you doing? Come on, you guys, come on in. So she said, I'm on both sides. All right, Dee, let's go. So that's what's going on with Tyrese Gibson. What else do you guys need to know? My husband's doing fine. He's back home. You guys, I just want you guys to know he's back home. This is something's going on with his heart. So we'll be going to doctor's appointments, seeing what's going on with his heart. But he didn't have a heart attack. Thank God. We don't need that. But, what else is going on? On the Cody Bixby case, people been calling me. I had to call We Are Cody's voice, Nancy. I had to call her and say, hey, what's going on? Because I hear there's got to be some movement on the Cody Bixby case. She says, no, they go to court Friday. So we'll be looking for the Friday update at 9 a.m. in the morning. I don't know. It's buffering over here. It keeps reloading. I don't know. Attempted to reconnect. She said, I'm sorry, I missed your update on Tyrese Gibson. They're saying that there's a witness that's on the defense side that's in federal penitentiary. And so that's what came out. Okay. That's awesome to hear. So glad your husband home. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Philly G. So that's what's happening on that. Okay. So now we're going to talk about, let me see, is there any other updates I need to tell you guys about? Yes, we will be talking about the young girl that was taken out in Mexico. Okay. So just 2 hours ago, the mother and the sister, Quella, and the mom, Shanquella's mother, was on the news speaking. I just want you guys to know that. Just 2 hours ago. I think it was like 1 o'clock. They did not share anything. They said they couldn't share anything, but it was weird how they were on the news. But here's the thing. There's people in the comment section. You just want clickbait. You just want clicks and views. I just can't say this enough, but and 9 times out of 10, I look at the profile to see who's saying what they're saying, because it's always somebody that's silly rabbits. And if they only knew anything about how things work in social media, they will shut their mouth. Here's the thing. If the channels that we have do not speak on it, regardless of however they speak on it, of course, you want clicks and views. You know why? To spread, to awareness, to, guess what? Get the news to talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it and other people don't talk about it and see any interest, it's not going to trend. And when it doesn't trend, it don't go nowhere. And then people always ask the question, why CNN ain't saying nothing? Why ABC ain't saying nothing? Because guess what? Nobody's interested. They're only interested in the cases that people are interested in. This is why some cases get social media and get the news, and this is why some of them don't. Sometimes people shoot themselves in the own foot, coming on channels talking about you just want clicks and views. You know what? I'd rather right now be talking about a child that needs some views, but this family, we need to spread the awareness. It can happen to your kid. It can happen to my kid. It can happen to anybody. But the only way that the news is going to cover it, you guys, is if everybody gets in there. All right, Rosie, say your name. Get in there and keep her name in your mouth. Because we want justice. If you don't care, they're not going to care, and then it falls to the wayside. Nobody's going to put time into something that everybody's shut down. So when somebody comes on my channel or in my comment section and say something of that stupidity, because that's what I call it, I just block them. Because I don't need the negativity. I'm over here doing my thing. And I think if every last one of us that's in here had a channel, every last one of us in here should be speaking on this child. I don't care what you say. There's some people saying there's another video. Do I believe there's another video? No, I don't believe there's another video. What I believe and what you believe may be two different things. I believe that there's more to the video that we have not seen. That the video that we're seeing, but we have not seen the whole entire video. I believe that. I not only believe it, I know for a fact there's more to it, and it's more to the eye, and they're going to get to the bottom of it. Somebody had on their channel, they arrested, they have another warrant for the second person. I have not found that. She say, what you say? Thank you, come holler at a sister. I would have been kicked off my channel. Yeah. So an extension to the video. Yeah, exactly, Dee Dee. Because when I go over the video and I look, and you guys, we're going to talk about this Friday. We're going to talk about it Friday because I'm going to show one part and I'm going to share something with you that I noticed. And it's just something that I just want everybody to see, because seeing is better than hearing and believing and all that. Hey, Brownie Brown. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Tina Powers. How you doing? Soldier Girl, Cole. What's going on? Okay, so let me share this little clip with you of what the parents said 2 hours ago. They didn't really say too much, you guys, but anytime that I can get it, I'll share with you. And I'm really looking for the whole video of what all the questions that was asked, but this is what the news put up.
Everybody being arrested and doing time in Mexico. Everybody extradited over there and doing their time there. That'll be justice for us as of now.
Can you say anything?
We can't say anything. Yeah, we can't say anything about it, but they're working on it.
Okay. So they're asking the mom, and that's the sister speaking, that that's what they want for justice. They think justice is, they're saying justice to them is, all right, Lisa Taylor, is everybody get arrested over there, you know. Now, allegedly, Nazir and I don't know if I'm saying his name or I'm cutting it up or whatever, but Nazir's mother had spoken to someone by the name of Jazzy. She got an exclusive video of allegedly, I don't know if this is true, you guys, so don't come and kill and shoot and beat up the messenger. But so I hear a young lady by the name of Jazzy contacted Nazir's mother and was asking her questions. And she says that she wants her son's name cleared. He wasn't there. He had no idea what was going on. And they just put him in some mess. And that's why he made the video, because whenever it happened, he was not there. So sometimes these videos and what you talk and what you think about, and people are going to look and listen, they're going to ask those questions to the people that was there, and it puts a little pressure on them. And sometimes they'll speak. Like I said, I don't know if he was there or not. I couldn't tell you. I think it's kind of weird that he said that he was petting on her head and, put on some soft music, He said she wasn't gone. She wasn't dead. She was unresponsive, but she wasn't dead. I mean, that, when somebody say she wasn't dead, she was unresponsive, but she wasn't dead. I'm like, what? We don't know what's the truth and what's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? He put himself there. So that's what's up. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about Nazir's mother speaking to this young lady named Jazzy. And she says she wants her son's name cleared. He wasn't there. He didn't know what they did. And they definitely did it. But I want to share something with you, but I wish I had time to get it, but I don't. I'll have it Friday. I will have it Friday. So, and I don't know if any of you guys heard what Nazir's mother has said, but that's any mother. Thank you, Didi. Didi's a mini fan. All right. You guys understand what I'm saying? So, I'll put up the thing because this is open panel, and I'll shut my mouth. 18 minutes, I'll shut my mouth. If anybody wants to call in, you're able to call in. But if you call in, you got 5 minutes to speak of what you want. We're going to do this so people can get their tickets, because we're getting close to getting ready to have the giveaway. And I think somebody needed a ticket. Freddie told me somebody needed a ticket I didn't get. Yes, Didi, I'm okay. P.S. Come holla. I am it's been a long day. I've been running all day, but I got everything done. And these long hours are just killing me. They're just long. It's just wow. I like it though. P.S. Here's your 2 tickets, 590-677. Come holler at a sister. 590-678. Put those in there. And thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, PS, and thank you. Come holler at a sister. Okay, I am going to be reading. Nobody's coming up, so that's okay. What's this? DAMI triple six. So I don't know about all of that. You know, I'm going to use my blocker today. I don't even want that. I don't even want that in the channel. Hey, this is SP. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, SP.
What's going on? Let me see. Let me see. You're low. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. What do you think about Nazir's mother wanting to clear his name?
Well, I would do the same thing, but you were there, partner, until you show some receipts that you wasn't there. You were there. You edited stuff on. You did not do anything to help her. You didn't break it up. You didn't do nothing until you show the receipt that you was not there. Then my mind is saying that you are there.
Right.
But I would do the same thing if I was her. But does she have any receipts to prove that he wasn't there until the time that she did die, or was confirmed that she was dead? Or, I mean, telling us one thing and saying another that's not clearing his name. That's my opinion.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, this is a horrible crime. I mean, who would think in their right mind that their child is going somewhere, having a girl's time or whatever you want to call it, birthday party, whatever you want to call it, and your child end up being dead. I mean, I could never imagine.
Right. And somebody was saying to me that the mother did get a call before they got home and said that they were over there fighting. They were over there fighting. She said the video was out already on, it was already showing.
Right.
And then they sent it to her. So it was already uploaded and showed.
Yeah.
And they sent it to her.
Oh. Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So somebody showed that video on social media. And the official said that they're going to get the IP addresses and everything, and they're going to follow who uploaded it, on what account they uploaded, and they're going to have to answer to how you get that, and then you're going to have to give them the phone. You can't be sitting there going, oh, I don't have the phone or whatever, because FBI can really get that stuff if they wanted to.
You cannot delete nothing from a phone. You can't do it.
Right.
I mean, for real, if you try to delete it,
right,
good luck, because you can't delete nothing from a phone.
Everything that you look at on that phone is programmed. Like, don't not be looking at stuff you're not supposed to look at.
Right.
Because even if it's 20 years from now, it's still, it's still there. It's still there. And then, it's like, say, for instance, you was looking at little kids or something. Okay, they're going to keep pulling it up and say, oh, you're doing, you can get in a lot of trouble.
Yes. And I hope that the 506 gets in big trouble, because for real, this shouldn't have happened. For real, this shouldn't have happened. I feel sorry for the mother that lost her child. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Miss Phyllis, what's going on?
Oh, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Glad your husband home. And how did Diesel do at the training?
Diesel did good.
Amen.
Monday. I mean, he's picking up everything. I am so surprised. He's doing real good. Matter of fact, I had just put him in the kennel this morning, and he was jumping, and I put him down to get off of me, and then he laid down. I was like,
oh, okay.
I said, oh. I guess it's working.
Amen. I've been praying, honey.
Yes. After this, we're gonna go and get tested, and then he'll start doing his search and rescue training.
Oh, okay. Now, how long does that take?
That could take up to a year.
Wow.
It all
Okay.
depends on how well the dog is. Is he aggressive or is he passive? And they're saying that the way that they're the ones that do search and rescue training also. That's why I wanted to stay with them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that they can see how good of a fit this would be for Diesel. And they're like, yeah, he's a go-getter. He's gonna do well if you keep up with it.
Well, that's good. Well, he's in the right family. He'll do well. Back
Yes.
to the cable, 6 people. I just want to say, SP, my heart just goes out to the parents, but also to the parents of those who did what they did. And to the, what's his name, mother, as to what she was saying. If you listen closely and to her tone and everything, she knows her son was involved more than what he claims that he was. And I'm
Oh,
still waiting for them to come out with the proof of exactly when his ticket was brought, how long he was at the airport. He said it took about an hour after he got done with the stuff at the airport to get there. But also, they're saying now, allegedly, that investigator is saying that some of the phone calls that, like you were just saying about phone calls, whatever you even put on there, whatever you say is always on the record.
mm-hmm.
What was even said to him before he even left North Carolina? What was said between him and them while that fight?
Right. Are you still there? I can't hear you.
Once they get another person arrested, actually arrested, somebody's still going to start singing. I don't think that they're all going to remain silent under that, saying that, the prosecutor has to prove everything. I don't have to say anything. But ain't nobody going to take that chance, especially down there in Mexico. I just don't think they're going to play that card.
Right.
And the other thing is, if you really, really had any feelings whatsoever at any time for Shanquella,
Mm-hmm.
how can you live with yourself day after day? It's got to get to you because it's going to claw at your nerves unless you just so full of evil, or unless you're so full of demons that, you won't allow that conscience to get to you. And there are people like that, but I don't believe every one of them are like that. I don't know so much if I still believe in the jealousy factor. I think jealousy played some part, but I don't know. There's something else missing. There's
Okay.
something else that was going on there. I don't care what nobody says. I saw the one picture close up, and I can't remember where, and I've been going back trying to find it, with Shanquella and Shenette up close. And then with the one girl on that tape saying, Shanquella, now Shenette did something stupid. What did she do stupid? Why did y'all have that girl walking through the house, through that villa, looking for y'all? What were y'all in that room saying while she's looking for y'all? Y'all weren't undressed. There's a video out where
if you don't
Shanquella
believe
is
it, if you don't believe it was jealousy, which I don't believe it's jealousy, I don't. That's
I
too
believe
much
it's
rage in
relationship.
that.
I'm just gonna put it out there. I believe it has to do with a relationship going sour.
You know what?
And I don't believe it was Shanquella. I think she was the one that didn't want the relationship, or maybe she was in it for a minute and then something happened. Okay. I just believe it's a female relationship going on there. So I'm just going to say it. That's my little humble opinion.
Right.
I think, though, too, jealousy was there because Shanquella had her stuff together. This is a young lady who went to school for school. Her parents must have instilled in her some good principles, some good teachings. to get your schooling, do something with it. And she was accomplishing that. But what they have not said, and somebody in the chat or you help me with that, they said she was also there for business. What kind of business was she there for? Was she there for her line? Was she there for hair products? What kind of business was she there for?
Mm-hmm.
And I have not seen that anywhere. Even in the mother's interview, even what the dad has said, I've not heard anybody say what kind of business she was there for. And the guys.
Well, they didn't say she went there for business. Are you talking about Shanquella?
Yes, there was a part on there at the very end. It said, and business. That she was going there, to have a good time and everything. But it said, and business. So I was thinking, well, she has a business. Maybe it has something to do with her business.
Well, yeah, it could. It could because you can get, Mexico. When you go to Mexico, you can get anything in Mexico. They have those little sweatshops and stuff down there. And I mean, a dime a dozen, you can get hair down there for a little bit of nothing. Anything that you want, some knockoffs and stuff. They got really good knockoffs down there. Everything from Mexico goes to Texas pretty much. So she deals with a lot of Texas items. And so she does have this boutique that's online. And so that could have been, I don't know what her business was, but I believe that I didn't hear that part. I only heard that, her friend invited her. It was his, a birthday thing. He had something, invited her, and then Nazir was like, he was lengthening his birthday. He was turning 25. So all these kids is like 24 and 25 years of age and doing this. But I think a big influence, to tell you the truth, Phyllis, is, and I know this may sound like real old fashioned, but our children of that age, 24, 25, my kids are older, but I know what they watch and I know what they like to watch. They like to watch, the Housewives, Atlanta, such. Where these
They're not
women,
real adults yet.
they go they go to an area, a big house or something, and then they end up fighting, and this is how they get famous, and they get drunk and they record this stuff, and then they be like, hey, do you want a show, just like the girls in Philly or whatever. And so I believe that influenced them to do some of the things that they do, when they do go on these trips.
But to let that come out when they, after she had got hurt, and to dehumanize her so bad like that when she was without any clothing. What was going on in your mind to beat her down like that when she's at her most vulnerable point? You know what I mean? No clothes. You're calling her out. She don't know what you're up to. There's just so much wrong with that.
They're gonna have that other autopsy. The other autopsy was done, so when all the toxicology and stuff comes back, I wonder what all they'll find. Was there any poison, placed there? You know what I'm saying? Where she was inebriated and confused or whatever. But to be honest with you, the rage, like you said, the rage that girl was hitting and welling on that baby, it made me think it has to do with relationship, or it has to do with money. Relationship and money. I mean, the only time I would get really, really angry like that is because of, you're screwing around with somebody I love, and now people, I feel like a dummy, or you done took my work hard earned money and you're acting like, like I'm stupid or something. Oh, I would get very angry and you playing games with me. But other than that, I don't see another reason why a female would beat another female down.
I don't either. I don't either. And who was Dejanay involved with in Carolina? Does anybody know? Who was her baby by?
I don't know.
Just
I
trying
don't
to
know.
get more of a feel for Dejanay. Trying to.
You know what? It's weird that we don't have no information on Dejanay. Brown Sugar was supposed to get the information on how long it takes from the airport to the villa because Nazir said that it took a whole hour and all of that, but haven't heard that information yet, but I've been very busy.
And who's doing is the family doing the second autopsy or is Mexico doing another one?
The family is here.
Okay, I knew the family said they were having one done, but then I thought, well, maybe Mexico, to cover their tails, should go back and do another one.
Well, I think they already got the autopsy, but I don't think the family's going to release it.
Okay.
You know, because because they already did the services and everything. And that's why I showed you guys the clip. They was on the news 2 hours ago, and they was like, they're handling things. But I mean, I hate to say this because I know people get mad because they want to stay positive.
Just say it. Just say it, SP.
Everybody want everybody to go to jail down there. That was down there, the Cabo 6. And I just don't believe that's going to happen. I believe the one person that, because if it was going to happen, they would have already put out the warrant. The warrant. They only put out one warrant, and that's for one person, the aggressor, which would be Dejanay. I mean, we ain't got to think about it. We ain't got to talk about it. That's the only person we see hitting this girl. That's it. But at the end of the day, at the end of that video, Dejanay know that she went too far.
Yes.
And Dejanay is going to be doing a lot of time. I believe so. They're going to have to get it together. The problem is Mexico have a different rules. The United States have a different rules. But Mexico is trying to get to the bottom, which is a good thing because we just don't hand our people over to Mexico and say, hey, do what you want to. We don't know what they did, but we see and we're making noise over here. And we're like, no, we want this girl to get justice because her family was expecting this child to come home. But I mean, people don't like that. There's 3-4 people in the room recording this and watching it. And I really do hate to say it. We don't know if it's a crime over there in Mexico, but here, you know.
Well, and that's true. But then I guess that would go along with, can they be tried here? Because they said it wasn't a double jeopardy case. So
can they be tried here for doing
the rest of it? Yeah.
stuff over there? I don't know. We got to ask an attorney that. But you're going to have to ask attorney.
That guy, what's his name on lead attorney or lead something.com? He was saying it's not considered. I don't know if you can believe him, but I know he did mention that. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. Oh Lord.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I give him, I watch him and I think he's very educated. And Lisa's saying here it's not a crime. I just don't believe so.
Okay.
I know for a fact here it's not a crime because just like being a nurse, and I look at things just realistically. Like you can be dying in front of me, even though I'm a nurse, I don't have to render anything to you because I'm fearful of my life, or you may have a disease I don't want. You know what I'm saying? I won't.
Right. We're protected. Yes.
That's the way the law works. Even though I'm a nurse, I don't have to do that. I mean, I don't have to get out of my car and risk my life to save yours or anything. And at the end of the day, the way that girl
would apply here, then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that girl there was beating that girl, and Just think if you were in that room and she's beating her like that, and tell you to shut up, you're gonna get some of this.
Well,
You're
do
gonna
you
be
think Winter might eventually, since they say that she did body slam? I haven't heard that officially, so I'll say allegedly.
Yeah, we heard that, but
Guess you have to wait and see, huh?
if it was true, they would have a second warrant. So somebody did have on their show. It was a YouTuber, and I'm like, they say it's a second a
I
warrant.
saw that too, a second arrest.
But I
Provisional
haven't seen the
arrest.
news say that. I think they got the information wrong where they're saying something else. I heard where they were getting the information, but it didn't say second warrant. It was like, I can't remember word for word, but it was kind of like this. They were saying that something about the warrant the second time they spoke about the warrant or something. Not that there was a second warrant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was something like that, but then they went and had a whole video talking about a second warrant. I have not seen a second warrant come out. I mean, I went and I searched for if there was another warrant for someone else. See, I think they're saying there's 2 warrants for the arrest because might be in Mexico have a warrant, and then now the United States have a warrant. You see what I'm saying? Because you can have a warrant in Mexico, but that don't mean nothing here in the United States.
Right, right.
So the United States has to go, okay, you guys want her, we see what's going on. So we got to put a warrant out for her arrest because we can't just go pick people up and send them over there. So we got to get the warrant out. Now we got to find the person. Once we find them, then we detain them. Once we detain them, then, we'll expedite them over there. And you guys make sure, because they got to cross their I's, dot their T's, make sure that you have something that's going to enough evidence to hold a trial, because we're just not trying to hand our people over to other countries because of something that they did,
Right.
So I think that's what the guy got mixed up, and I'm not going to say his name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Right.
But he said it was 2 warrants, but I think what he's saying is like he was trying to say it's 2 warrants out there for 2 different people. But it's not. It's just 1 warrant for 1 person, but there's 2 warrants, one from Mexico and 1 warrant from the United States.
Right. And do we know if any of the other parents besides what's his name, Cornel, whatever his name was, his mom, have any other parents reached out to Shanquella's parents?
You mean Khalil or
The other one? The other one.
You talking about
other girls' parents? Have they reached out to them at all?
You know what? The mother said no. The mama said no. Ain't nobody talked to her. But you know what? Here's the thing, and just like I know, the best thing for them to do, I hate to say it, is to not. But if you have nothing, even if you don't have nothing to hide, you don't want to put yourself in there. That's why they're not going to talk to her. They're not going to call her. They're not going to say, I'm sorry. They may feel some kind of way. But these, all the ones that went there, they look bad. So would you speak to her?
Me personally,
Yeah.
if my child was down there with them, yes, I would. I would, even if it's nothing more than to say, I am so sorry for this tragedy. Because I put myself in their position. And I don't care. And if my child really did have something to do with it, honey, we got to go. We got to go to the police station. I just believe it's better to come forward while you can. Better sooner than later. I would just have to say something to them. Because my heart would not, and my mind, my spirit would not sit easy.
Right. See, we've got somebody in the chat, 666 Happy Girl said they have been told by their attorneys and FBI is no contact. And I get that. I get that. You know.
I get that because most people probably do feel that way, but you know, you asked me, but so that's me. I just couldn't sit back.
Right. I mean,
There would
I
just be
know
too many questions. No, no.
I don't know. When it comes, here's the thing. If you really honestly, feds can take a year, 2, 3 years, feds never in a rush, right? If I put myself in their shoes, if my kid went, would I reach out to the mother on like even on a down low? And you know, everybody's saying this about my kid this, my kid that. We already saying that my kid did something. Now, on the other behalf, on the other people that went, I couldn't say I would speak to her. But if I was Nazir's mom and he really was not there, I would speak to her. Because
Okay.
if Nazir really was not there, he got nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? Him being on a plane before it ever happened, that proves it all. But he has not proved that because he says stuff that did not make sense. And I don't know if it just don't make sense.
That does not add up.
Huh?
Some of the stuff he said didn't add up though. His time frame don't add up.
Right. It didn't. And but you know how you explain things over and over and we just can't get it. And you ask questions and he gets frustrated. He was like, I was not there. I just was not there. You're talking about I'm innocent. You know, I did not know. But then you said that you was, you know, wiping her
He was
hair.
rubbing her hair, and I believe he probably was the one that dressed her. I don't know, but I back to why I say that I can do that. When an incident happened in my own life, and I did not know the young man, and I really didn't know his grandmother, but I knew his mother because she had passed. But I knew her through my daughter, one of my daughters. But I did contact her because I had heard on the streets anyway that they thought my granddaughter had something to do with him doing what he did to her child. And I did call her and let her know exactly why I knew she didn't do it. And I let the judge know why, you know, I felt that way. But I had to reach out to her. My spirit would not let me rest.
They're saying that Mexico dropped the ball in the beginning. If they don't go to jail in Mexico, they will in the U.S.
But I think by them sending her back to Mexico, you know, they did kind of drop the ball because they thought that they'd get, you know, they really didn't want to deal with it. But what people really got more aware of, like you said earlier, and the word got out, they really didn't have no choice. But right. I think that, you know, she's going to get justice. Right. Shanquella will get justice. And that's one thing I think her parents, it doesn't bring Shanquella back. It doesn't mitigate their pain and sorrow, but it'll be some little measure of comfort to know that this is one case that the person who did it won't get away with it. Because there's many cases, and we all know it. People do things like this and they get away with it. They walk on. Sometimes, yeah, years later, that may catch up with them, but a lot of times it doesn't catch up with them.
Right. So do you think the other ones should go to jail too? Do you think the ones that was there need to go to jail too?
Well, personally, I do, but legally, I don't know. That's that's up to the law. I think they do because I believe it was planned. Part of it was planned.
Oh, okay. Hey, Zan's on the phone. What's going on?
All right, I'm gonna drop back down.
All right, thank you.
Zan. How you say her name? I want to get it right.
Zan.
Zan, okay. Really enjoy all your comments, girl. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, only thing that I wanted to say,
Okay.
and I know that right now, the family is really hurting,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of pain, and the people, as us as the community, finding out about it and hearing about it, we're very angry and upset and riled up. I don't know if all of them being jailed in Mexico is the right step. And the reason that I say that is that the jails in Mexico are very, very cruel and vicious. And you may not make it out alive. It's nothing at all like the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And sentencing them to a sentence that they may not make it back out isn't going to bring Shanquella back. I understand that we want them to learn a lesson and we want them to be punished, but I don't know if putting them someplace that where their children are warden is the right decision. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that by sending all those kids over to Mexico to do time or any of them, if that is the right decision, because it's just a different world that these kids weren't raised in, and they're not going to understand.
Oh, okay.
The jails over there are ran by cartel. It's a money thing. It's a lot of violence, and the guards don't really protect you or make sure that you don't get jumped on. They don't, like in the United States, that's what the guards are paid to do.
Right.
But over there, it's not like that.
Right.
You have to kind of pay just to be able to do your time in some semblance of safety. You have to pay out of your pocket.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know that them losing their lives by being punished for the crime is not going to bring Shanquella back.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I do feel that they all need to be punished and detained if they are found guilty of the crime, or if there is a crime that they committed. I know that it's not a crime over here, some of the things they did, but I thought it was a crime to not try to get help for someone that you know is in need of help.
Right.
Not trying to save their lives or whatnot. I thought that was a crime. I could be wrong.
Right.
But I just don't know that Mexico is the correct place for them to do their time.
Right. Right. Okay.
That's all I wanted to say, ST.
All right. Thank
I
you.
don't think that losing their lives it's not going to bring Shanquella back.
Right. You're right. All right.
I believe that the Mexican government can find them guilty, but I think it would be best for them to serve their time in the United States.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on that.
No problem. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Okay, you guys, hold on. Everybody gets let me, Zan, this is yours, calling in 590-675. Loving God, we owed you this one, 590-675. That's what Freddie says. Tina Powers, right here, 590-676. Phyllis, 590-676. And 2 questions is not did members. I have not did the membership thing. I should be doing them this weekend for the tickets for the memberships and the mods this weekend. We got to get that rolling. That was one question. I have not checked my PO box. I will, Lisa. I will go and check it. I want to share some with you. Somebody sent this to me, and I guess it's the whole video of the mom is speaking. So let's listen to it together. I haven't heard it. I just clicked on it. They sent it, and I just clicked on it, and I want you guys to hear what it says. I haven't heard it. So I think this is the whole video.
We have guest speakers coming in, basically to show their support for the Robinson family, continued support for the Robinson family, and it's something that, you know, as a native of Charlotte, born and raised in a community, wanted, you know, for this family. There were thousands of people that didn't make it into the services a couple of weeks ago. So this is the opportunity to come and show their support with the Robinson family again, and to love on them, and basically let them know that we stand with them. And it's justice for Shanquella Robinson until justice is served. We're not marching.
They're not going to be marching. They're saying I know it's very, the only way I can get it to go up higher, I would have to record over it and up my volume. I'm trying to get it so I can tell you what they're saying. Can you turn it up? That's as loud as it gets. That's as loud as it gets, you guys. He's talking very low. He's saying that they're bringing people in this weekend to support the Robinson family, and they're not going to march, but they want everybody to continue to support. There was a lot of people that was not able to go to their services for Shanquella, so this is a way that they can support the family and go. I'm touching the screen like I got a touch screen. I'm not rich. I don't have no touch screen. Let me see.
Shanquella has a grandmother that's older, and I'm sure she wants to be a part of the day, so we're doing it indoors. That's the purpose of having it here at Little Rock. And like I said, the guest speakers will be here.
Oh, they're going to do it in Little Rock. Shanquella has a grandmother that wants to be a part of it, so they're having guest speakers come to Little Rock. Little Rock is in Arkansas, right? Okay. Is there Little Rock in North Carolina? Because I thought Little Rock was in Arkansas. So,
On the inside of the sanctuary, and we have some special tributes along throughout the.
They're having special tributes along. And they're going to be rallying. They got a speaker. They're asking questions. You can't.
First and foremost, it helps to begin the healing process for not only the Robinson family, but
they're doing this to help to begin the healing process for the family, but the whole community in the nation. This is a story that touched the world, unfortunately, and with the national attention that it has gotten. Hosting the event was important to us to ensure her name stay alive. We all want justice for Shanquella, justice for sure. But it's the day after days like Saturday, the days after that the family needs the extra boost and the extra support. So again, it was something that was important to me, and I reached out to me and asking, what are we can do out of respect of the family. I didn't want to do nothing prior to them laying her to rest. And we know doing that led to her services. The world was right there, Adam. So I wanted to be respectful. And I made contact with mom after the services, and we talked and we came up with the date, and here we are. It starts at 4 p.m. Originally it was 3, but we pushed it back to 4. All across the world, everybody's talking about it. What about her? Do you think just reunite that people just like to assist the fans? Unfolding that the week, we know we are all saw at once. We were slapped in the face in the family. The way everything was unfolding the lies. And I think that was a big piece of it. Them to lie like that to her mother, her family, and touch a lot of people. You're heartless if it didn't touch you, because it was just senseless. A sense of hope and unity, and a sense of humanity. We're human. And the way she left us, because she belonged to us. Now the way she left us, that it shouldn't have never happened. So I just want everybody to leave here with us, since I hope unity, love is the key thing. Love conquers all. So if that could be the message, let's leave here with love. They're asking, has anybody been arrested? Me and the family haven't had that conversation together. But if I may say, yes, there you go. Yes, there you go. Are they being arrested? Doing time in Mexico. Everybody extradited over there and doing their time. That would be justice for us as of now. Have you? Can you say anything? We can't say anything. Yeah, we can't say anything about it, but they're working on it. So hold on. They asked the question, you guys, and the sister stepped up and said what they wanted for justice, which was the part that I showed you. They want everybody to go back over there to Mexico and get arrested. That's what they call justice, but they can't speak on it. They can't say anything. So that's the part that the news cut out. That's all they wanted, because I guess they always pick out the most important thing. But there's more to it. Hold on. It's only about 11 minutes. We're 5 minutes in it. So he's speaking again. Do people expect huge crabs again? Like, because I'm the epic, service, there's obvious, not thousands of people are going to show. Could be expected Saturday? Absolutely, yes. The message in the word has gotten out, and we just want to David accommodate, again, come to look, show their support for the family and love on them. Let them know that we stand with them. This is sad. This is sad. This is terrible. That mother looks so sad. She thought, what would it be like, Charlotte? Somebody else is you. So basically
what you said is why Charlotte has shown so much support. And it goes back to the question that you asked earlier. And I think it's because of who she was. Shanquella Robinson was a beautiful person inside and out. She wasn't a person who was into drama and mess. And she was just the epitome of a young girl that was, quote unquote, doing her thing. She was doing the right thing, finished school, doing all these positive things, and had positivity.
They're talking about Shanquella now.
So that is why I believe that Charlotte is rallying together, and other supporters.
Charlotte is rallying together, and other supporters who have rallied together to support it because of money.
And it's unfortunate that there are a lot of people who can be jealous, who can be envious of you. So in addition to the justice that we know is going to be served, we also wanted to show a lesson to people that you have to say something, that you have to do something, because you are just as guilty as doing it if you stand around and you're recording things. And that seems to be the culture of today. And we want to do something about it. So this whole rally is just, like he said, coming together in love just to show this family the love and support.
So that's what they're talking about, you guys. They're only talking about the rally that they're gonna come together this Saturday at 4:00, and I guess in Charlotte, but they said Little Rock. If there's a Little Rock in Charlotte, then that's where to be. Did I miss anybody? Tracy, I got you down for two. Tracy, Ian, I got you. Is there any questions, you guys? Any questions? We're finna get off of here. Let me see. Put an ear pod in. Well, I was just going to turn down the volume and just read it, but you know how they say words, but they don't correct them. And they may say man, and it may say, I may read it and it says mom. And so it doesn't make sense. Little Rock is the church. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, Brown Sugar. I knew she was going to call as soon as I said we're going to get off of here. Brown Sugar, go ahead.
Hello, SB. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Brown Sugar?
How's everyone today? Look, that information that you asked me for, I did send that to you.
Okay, what did you send? Because I've been very busy.
It stated that it takes driving. It takes 48 minutes to get to Los Cabos.
Oh, so from the airport to where they were, it takes 48 minutes.
Yes.
So it probably gonna take an hour to get there. He probably was telling the truth on that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, well, okay. That's one thing that he probably told the truth on. When Nazir said it took about an hour, he didn't know why, it was some traffic or whatever. He probably told the truth. If it's 48 minutes, it probably took an hour. He probably waited 5 minutes for them to come and whoop to whoop to whoop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of traffic, 5, 10. You always give and take 10 minutes. So he probably told the truth about that. You know what it's starting to sound like with Nazir's mother coming out and saying, clear my son? Maybe he told his mom, maybe he didn't have anything to do with it.
I don't think he did. I really don't. And for him to be still shut in, you gotta think about it too. A lot of people's after him. They he has received threats, and it's best. It's probably, I think, until stuff, until his name, until we know for a fact that his name is clear, it's best for him to stay wherever he's, he's at, to stay shut in, because, if not, this will be another, life that, another life that has been taken. So, man, this case is, this case is very, it's hard, and it takes a lot out of it, but we just have to be patient and just play it by the ear. Now, also, let me, what I did hear too, now, don't hold me accountable for this. If it's not true, I will come back and I will, correct myself on this. Now, it was said that the investigative journalist, which called the investigative journalist, he did say that her time of death was between 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's what was put out there.
He said what?
Her time of death was between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that was her. That was her time of death. So I am still searching for that information, see how true it is. I don't know which interview. No, they said it was on the LA interview. That's when that's when that was said on that interview. But
right,
I'm gonna have to go through
I remember. I actually kept everything in when he recorded, and I took out, like when they were like, if he spoke it, but what the girl said that he said, I kept that. You know what I'm saying? So I need to go in there and edit a lot to take out stuff that's senseless, that doesn't mean anything, and put it all together and just hear all the facts that he was saying.
Yeah.
And I want to get that by Friday. I'll work on it tomorrow because I don't have to work. I'll work tonight, and then tomorrow I don't work. So I can work on it tomorrow and I can have it by Friday. So the other thing, somebody was asking, I just don't understand the time difference because was you rubbing her head and she was dead? All them, oh, MF's going to jail. Maybe he wasn't there. Okay, so the next thing we need to find out. So it just seems like Nazir, whatever his name is, may be innocent, but I don't know why he would say. Maybe he got there and I don't know. I don't know. Person said, the maid said she was cold and hard.
Yeah, and that was at noon. And also, then, you know, like I said, don't hold me accountable, but the journalist also said that she died, you know, she passed away between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. So, you know, based on that video, that assault, like it took place within, you know, within the early hours of the morning, you know, in the morning. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then, man, this is.
Yeah.
And another thing too. Okay, let's just say if she did pass away at 3, what they said was 15 minutes after the beat, after that happened. All right, but the thing is, all right, they called for a doctor at 2:13, and the doctor didn't get there until 3 o'clock. So, I mean, if this happened, I'm just saying, but if this happened in that point in time, maybe, I look at it like this. It could be that they was waiting for her to pass away and then called for help, knowing she was dying. They gonna suffer. She suffered.
Okay.
Another thing too, the family is focused on the main ones the ones that who told them the lies, the ones that came to the house. And they have not said anything about Nazir. Nothing.
Right. Okay. Well, we got another call coming in, our last call. Is there anything else, Brown Sugar?
No, not right now.
I'm pretty sure Friday is going to be a real heavy day for us. So just we're gonna get together and go over some of this stuff.
Okay, then.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, that last call on back. Brown Sugar, here's your ticket right here. Let me see. There it is. 590-674. 590-674. Here we go. Hey, this is SP.
Good afternoon, SP.
Good afternoon.
I just wanted to say this. We're not going to ever find out the truth. And I think these young children don't understand that when they say things, it can be verified. If that young man wasn't there, that's easy to be verified.
Yeah.
And your mother wouldn't have to speak. I agree with Miss Phyllis. It's a tragedy. I don't care. Anybody with any heart should pick up the phone and say, I am so sorry for your loss. I know I'm not supposed to call you, but my heart wouldn't allow me not to. Something is just off with this case. And it has the attention that it has because it crosses international waters. We want things done the way we are used to seeing them, and I don't think that's going to happen. they're gonna work on their end very quietly, because they do want us to continue to come to their tour site. Cabo is one of the major places that you visit over there, Happenona Resort, all of that. So they definitely want to get to the bottom of it. But they don't feel obligated to talk to the United States. They don't feel obligated to talk to the parents. that's Mexico.
Right.
What we would hope is that those who were there, who were affiliated either on site or via phone, would start just telling the truth, which is not going to happen. Because if they were going to tell the truth, they'd have told the truth initially and not lie and say she died of alcohol poisoning. And who in their right mind, they're younger than we are, SB. Why wouldn't they think that their phones could be traced back to who sent that stuff out? Who wouldn't think that? So I don't think they cared that it would be traced back. I think it was sent out so it could be traced back. They just didn't know how long it would take.
Right.
Because after they realized, when she swung her on that floor, and something we missed, because I go back and look at that video. She didn't swing her on wood floor or carpet. That was marble. They
normally have tile down there.
Or tile,
but the tile is hard. Like the tile is hard. It's the real tile.
When she hit her to the floor, that young lady ain't no more. She didn't seem like no more than 125, 30 pounds, whatever. She wasn't that big. So when she slammed her to the floor, that's what tore up her vertebrae and everything, because she slammed her so hard. I don't, it was rage. And I agree. It had a lot to do with intimacy. Whether their intimacy, somebody else's intimacy, but that was very much a rage.
Right.
Very much a rage. I like I said, I pray for all the families, because they are all impacted by this. Their children doing something that they thought was cute. I don't think they thought that girl was going to go that far. And when she got into it, she said, when I get in it, I'm not stopping. She said it. I don't know if anybody paid attention to when she said it, when she walked in the room. I'm going to go until I can't go no more. She told them. But nobody thought that she would kill her. And they should have intervened. They should have intervened.
Right.
But they didn't.
Right.
So thank you for allowing me to speak my thoughts.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hold on, caller. Natasha, I got you down for you too right here. Here we go. 590-673. Natasha, I got you there. Betty, I got you. 590-673. Betty, I got you. Go ahead, caller.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so glad I came in here, because I've been holding my tongue for a long time. In the beginning of all of this, it started off with Kanye West upsetting some people. Then that same week, Chappelle went on Saturday Night Live, and those people made fun of us. Then the takeoff situation happened, and nobody solving that, and nobody solving this. I think that those people no longer want to help us, no longer want to do anything that has to do with us. If you notice, our music is getting canceled. Our genres are being deleted. Our style is being replaced. Anything that has to do with us where we need their help, they're no longer going to help us. That's why these things are going to be unsolved, I believe, because there's a new war going on. Nobody wants to help us no more. We kind of done it to ourselves in a way. But also, this has to do also with the beef going on with Kanye and the beef that he has with those people. They don't want to help us no more.
Okay. So you think this has to do with Kanye West?
No. I think this has to do, if you've been noticing, all on Saturday Night Live, there's been a lot of black jokes. And nobody's complaining that these people are making fun of black people.
Okay.
And get ourselves right, because nobody's going to help us no more. Thank God Nancy Grace is on this. But you know what I mean? But when white people help black people, things get done. White people have always been our best friend. When you get a white person who's down for black people, you cannot get nobody better than that friend. But I ain't talking about white people. I'm talking about the other people. And when you offend those people, then everything gets shut down for you. So I see this is the beginning of the shutdown for us and our people. Yeah.
Okay.
And I also think that you guys should take a look at the school that Shanquella went to. Shanquella went to a school where they do that Alpha, Omega, Alpharado, whatever, with those secrets and those things they do. Yeah, they're big in that school.
Okay. Well, we'll have Brown Sugar check into I guess they are the groups that they have out there, the alumni and things. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm from Canada. We don't have that up in Canada. You guys in America have that a lot.
Yeah.
And if you're a Christian, you ain't supposed to be a part of any of that. That's for sure.
Oh. Okay.
There's secret oaths. You're not supposed to be making secret oaths and having secret things going on behind other people's backs.
And you did. That is a very good statement right there, because I knew this guy and he went to the same college I went to, and he was in the alumni and he was in this group, and I never did get in the groups or anything. But I mean, even though that he's full grown, they have secrets and they have these parties. And when they go to these parties, they do sororities. Yeah, these sororities. Someone's in the chat. Lisa says she went to HBCU, and they do things in these sororities, these parties, and you're not supposed to tell. And somebody did come in here last week. I think it was last week, and they were saying maybe it has something to do with the sorority.
Absolutely. Even the look of her picture, she looks like the woman from the Starbucks cup with her hair over her, and the colors are the Starbucks colors. Like, these people are big in that school. Those schools are big into, they're like a mini Illuminati, a mini Freemasons for girls. Those things you're not supposed to be doing. And those secret stuff that they do, it breeds bad behavior when you leave school property.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely. And it all started off with what Kanye West did those people last week, and they start dropping laugh jokes on us, and black people look like monkeys, and all on Saturday Night Live, and black people aren't saying nothing. Now watch, you're going to see all these things going to happen to us, and nobody's going to come to our help because we upset them. We said something to them that they don't want us to know about us, or something's going on. There's something between us and them that's really close, and they don't want us finding out. They don't want us finding out about ourselves. So we need to figure ourselves out, black people, and get things right. Get our doctors and our lawyers and our scientists together, like Charleston White said. You know, if we got our stuff together, we would outspend them. We would outbuild them. Because what we went through when it came to slavery, nobody could tolerate it and come up at the end of it still smiling, still becoming lawyers, still becoming president of the United States of America. Only we could do that.
Right. Exactly.
And Shaquille's mama needs to get a lawyer. Her daddy needs to get a lawyer. Stop going on these talk shows without no lawyer. Why are you going around with no lawyer?
Right. I think they do have a lawyer. They better have a lawyer after having $500,000. They better have a lawyer now.
I've never seen a lawyer say, I'll speak on
Well, there was a guy speaking for him, but I don't think he was a lawyer. But yeah, she can't get in trouble for speaking about, I think people just want to get to know the family and stuff. But you're right, but when it comes down to the bit.
There's a lot of stuff that we could find out that could be thrown out of court because of some blogger said this or some blogger made up this and that. Yeah, they're listening to us. Wherever those people are, they're listening to, you, the gossip girl, read this. And we're the only people talking about this. And Nancy Grace,
Right.
But yeah, black people, we need to get our lawyers, doctors, and scientists together and do some real news.
Right. Right.
We're so talented. Oh my gosh, we're so talented. Look at and Shaniqua, the lady there, the 25-year-old business owner. How she's so bright, so successful at 25.
Right. Right. That's what's sad. Yeah.
I'm listening to her parents, and I'm trying to see where she get that business sense from. I mean, her mama didn't even know what alcohol poisoning was.
Right. Right.
And I didn't hear too much from the dad, but dad sounded like a nice guy too. But yeah, this girl was an anomaly of some sort. Like, how are you so successful at 25, but yet you're so naive to be the only naked one in the room?
Right.
You're the only one who's not able to read the room, but yet you're so business smart.
Right.
And even the name of her sisters. What's up with that? Shanquella, Quilla, Tequila?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, but
I know that they got, like, the one sister, she's from Jamaica. So their mother's name, they might be Jamaicans or something. They come from Jamaica. Their names is
okay then.
yes.
And that tells me where she's her business side from.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I was like, but yeah, we need help. It's like we're trying to solve this by ourselves.
Right.
Like, if this was Becky Joe or Becky Jean, she would have like the top cops, top reporters. It's like we're out here trying to solve this by ourselves.
Well, and that's what I was just explaining in our intro, that people were getting mad because we were still talking about it, or we were putting thumbnails up to try to get awareness, and but then you know, our own people is sitting there going, why you're seeing this and you don't know what you're talking about, and you're putting thumbnails up for your clicks and views and and then here's the thing. Okay, if I stop talking about it and Gossip Girl stopped talking about it and the lead attorney stopped talking about it, and I mean, then there's other little things that will stop. I mean, slowly but surely, because there's always another story. There's a story every day. There's 15 to 20, 50 stories a day. There's other stories. But you want me to stop talking about this one. You know what I'm saying? I think this one.
A couple weeks ago, when we upset the wrong people and they no longer want to help us. Now the joke's on black people. Now black people look funny all over the world. You go to here, you go there. Nobody has something good to say about our culture. And now they're going to talk about this girl who died and was murdered in Mexico.
Well, yeah. And it looks bad. It looks really bad because it's black.
It looks really bad.
Black on black crime. It looks really bad.
And you American blacks, because I'm black in Canada, we look up to you. You guys are our big brothers and our big sisters. And we have it different here in Canada. Like, the government don't treat us how they treat you guys up there, because we would scream bloody murder. And I'm looking back and I'm thinking, why don't you guys scream bloody murder? Why aren't you guys going up to town hall and saying, we need somebody on this case? Ray. Act like, you know, act like Jewish people. That's why God loves the Jewish people, because they know how to barter back with God. Like Abraham, God, if I can find 5, God, if I can find 4, can we work something out? You guys need to be like that with your politicians and your lawmakers up in there. You guys need to get into those seats and places. Demand more. This is the time. You guys have people coming into your country from all over demanding rights and getting it. Why aren't you guys?
Well.
And you guys are damn smart. Look at this girl, Shanquella, 25-year-old with this business. Everybody jealous of her. She's gorgeous. Like, that's like almost all of you guys up there.
You know, it's a little bit more harder than what you think being in the United States, because this is one of the last places where slavery stopped.
Where slavery stopped, yeah. And that's because of some dope white people that said, and some dope black people say, Yeah, you guys in America don't know how much of an ally you guys have in white people. People like Nancy Grace, people like, I don't even know from the top of my head, but you know some white people who love black people, like get in the gutter with us, fight for us, come to our birthday parties, come to this, come to that, and love us and love on us? Yeah, man, America, you guys got a lot of heart there, man. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys come a long way, and you guys really are the real fighters of the world. You guys are the last safe place in this world. So if you guys lose America, the world is done, because there's nowhere else to run to.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I hope you guys build this up, because you guys are beautiful people, very successful, very smart, very innovative. Yeah, but I just do see that some things are brainwashed in America. Like you guys, black people stick too much with black people. You guys need to come out and flex with some white people. I ain't saying those people. I'm talking about white people, Ireland, England, Scottish people. Some people are dope people.
Well, you're right. You're right about that.
They really love us, right? Right? When you find one of those people that love black people, they will die for you.
Well, you know, you're right. You're right on some of the things that you're saying. You can't have a dominated just all black anything, or you're not going to go nowhere. That's true. But one thing about the United States, you know, color, if you really press on color a lot, you just not going to go anywhere. You just got to be in there for people. White people, black people, Asian, whatever. But one doesn't have, well, there's more power on with the white because they have more money. But in the United States,
China's got way more money than white people. It's that white people and black people are very similar. We get along. Other than all the other nationalities, when we hook up with the white, we get along very well with the white because we're very much like them.
okay.
Black people and white people are like brothers and sisters. The other nationalities, you gotta go a little different to flex with them. But you could slip into a white and you could slip back onto black. We're very much similar.
Oh, well.
The government treats you guys with black and white and stuff like that. You guys need to stick together because really you guys do have each other's back. When you find a white person who's down for you, they really be down for you.
Oh, wow.
At least that's how it is in Canada. And I see that in the United States too. Like people like Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace is not going to sit around and let some other white person call black people the N-word. She'll say, excuse me. You know what I mean? Like people stand up for black people, white people like that. They're awesome.
Okay. 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 Well, it's different over here. I can't say they're awesome. I can say people are people, and we'll just leave it at that. There's a lot of racism here. So, you know, it's more racism than you believe. But I mean, there is some, it's less than what you believe. It's less than what you believe.
It is so cold here. Very few black people here. When we do see another black person, we're like, oh God, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we look on TV and we see you guys, we're like, damn, you guys have it so lucky to have so many black people around that look like you, that have the same struggle as you. We don't have that in Canada. But thank God the white people here are good too.
I mean, there's good people in every nationality. There's bad people in every nationality. But sometimes there's some that's over, you know, very aggressive with their race, that it becomes really nasty, and then it becomes dominating, and then it's aggressive, and it causes a lot of problems. Then other people jump on the boat. Now you've got some kid running down the street, you know, and they chasing him, and there's things happen here all the time. So there's good and there's bad. I'm just being honest with you, and I can't say just we got to go and just find white friends, you know. I mean, hey, if that's, I mean, it just don't work like that. It's just be yourself and be a friend to whatever color that comes that direction. It doesn't matter. But to be your friend because you're white ain't gonna get me nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You at least.
The ones that check for us, you gotta really check for us. When I heard Nancy Grace on this, I'm like, yeah, thank you, Nancy.
Well, see, and that's the thing. I think a lot of black people don't want to be like, oh, we got to get a white person just so we can be heard because Massa is not going to like us sitting up there in the master's house. So we got to get somebody white. So, so I'm just saying, like, it shouldn't have to be like that. I'm just being honest with you. No, it doesn't matter. It should not have to be like that. And we have people here that we have to support. And that's why I was telling the people, don't tell me to shut up. I'm going to say what I need to say because this is something that needs to be awareness. But our own culture will come to me and say, hey, you need to stop doing this and doing that. No, don't tell me to stop doing this because this is what I can do. Now, if I was Al Sharpton's daughter or Jesse Jackson's daughter, you wouldn't be telling me to shut up. But you come over here and telling me to shut up. You don't know who I'm going to be in the next 5 or 10 years. You don't know.
You notice in black movies, they never put big black stars together. You'll never see a black movie filled with powerhouse black stars. Just like in this situation, you guys should be contacting Kanye West, that Kyrie got, well, he already donated to Shanquella thing. But like everything that happens to black people should involve every single powerhouse black person. Because anything happens to a Jewish person, every powerhouse Jewish person is going to come out. Anything happens to an Asian person, an Asian powerhouse, all of them are going to come out. Where's all the black superheroes for us over this situation?
I heard that they got, I think Ben Crump is their attorney, or he's going to speak up for them. That's what I heard, Ben Crump. I don't know. I haven't seen him, but his name came out, so I'm hoping to see.
But, if Bill Cosby was well, he'd be talking about this. If R. Kelly was out, he'd be talking about this. They lock up all of our men, our powerhouses, all of our women are silent. Because when stuff like this goes down, friends, everybody would be talking about, what's going on with this case with Shanquella. But because we don't have our heroes no more, the little that we do have, we should be contacting them and be like, yo, listen, your people are struggling in this area. We really need your voice in this.
Right. Well, it's bigger than what you think, but when usually people make it to where they need to make it, like Kanye West, he used to be very, very Christian. He would sing about God and everything, but then he's there. He made his deal and everything. Now it's a whole different ball game. You see what I'm saying?
We just need his voice. I don't care what side he serves. I need his voice on this murder case. I need every black powerhouse to be like, yo, cops, you solve this right now. Because we can't have a girl going out like that. We can't have our naked women on your TV screen and you know that naked woman's murder was unsolved.
Right.
Nah.
Right. Okay.
Nobody else would put up with this. No other culture would put up with this. Having their naked girl on your screen and you could say this is unsolved or we don't know about this. No.
Okay.
We can't tolerate this. And all you bloggers with power and voice, keep it going.
Right.
Yeah. This is our strength. Black mouth, the mouth, our voice,
right,
is one of the black people's top strengths.
Right.
God bless you, sister.
Well, thank you. God bless you too.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, everybody has a voice. Thank you guys for being very respectful. In the chat, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I want to thank everybody that gave and donated and supported the channel, supported the cause, Warriors for Children, Diesel, and everything else. You guys, I'm finna get off of here. We're going to come Friday at the same time, 3 o'clock, same place, you guys. We're going to have huge conversation, debate, but it's going to be a lot more. I guarantee it. It's going to be a lot more. So you guys do not want to miss it Friday. Trust me. I'll have time to get it all together and we're going to break it down. And it'll be a lot of conversation. And I will have time, but I have to go to work at 6. So you guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Tyrese Gibson disappeared August the 22nd, 2020. He was last seen at his residence, picked up by a young lady named Brianna. 4 suspects have been arrested in the disappearance of Tyrese Gibson. The 4th suspect will be tried as an adult. Any information can help. If you know anything, please call Jacksonville Police Department, 903-586-2549. If you see something, say something.